Hey, what's up, you guys? Big Time Collector 1 here, back at it again with another action figure review. And today, we are taking a look at the Transformers Studio Series 86 Leader Class Megatron. Oh boy, I'm so excited. I can't wait to open this figure up. I'm like, I don't know, I can't believe this is finally here in my possession. I absolutely love the Transformers 86 movie. I mean, it's pretty obvious I love that movie, but I absolutely love Megatron. He's one of my favorite Decepticons, if not my favorite. I really love Megatron. I can't believe he's finally here. You know, I've had the Siege one for a bit of a while, so this is going to be a great upgrade. So as you can see, you get this nice leader class packaging here. You got artwork on the side here. You got the names at the bottom. You got more artwork of Megatron on the side here. On the back, you get a little bio if you want to read a puzzle right now. 54 steps to transform him. My goodness, and I thought Megatronus was a lot of steps. Here's a barcode at the bottom. I'm not sure when these are hitting stores. I got mine off of BBTS. And here's an Autobot logo here. And not much more at the top. So let's get to it and crack them open. Before we take a look at the figure, let's take a look at his accessories. First comes with instructions, you know, to show off how to transform the figure. There is some assembly required. Well, not really. It's not really assembly, but to complete his look, you get the gun barrel here. Well, it's technically the tank barrel, but this is the gun barrel for when he transforms into gun mode. But, you know, you can't do that anymore. So you plug it into the back here. It's, you know, he has two peg holes here, but it's always on his left side here. So you plug it in here, and then you push it up on the hinge to complete that look. Then, of course, he comes with his fusion cannon, which looks great. I really like how detailed this looks. Then you just plug it into the peg hole here on his arm, like so. I'm not the biggest fan of how this looks. I don't like how the back is longer than the front, but overall it looks good. And then he comes with this, you know, the lightsaber that, you know, he used to slash at Optimus Prime in the movie. It's really nicely painted. I really do like the metallic pink we get on the blade here. It looks really nice. And he can hold it easily since he has the opening hands. You know, you just plug it into here like so. And then you just wrap the fingers around. And then for his final accessory, he comes with himself in gun mode, which I think is really cool. I'm glad that they included this since he can't transform into a gun himself. But it doesn't make sense for him to hold himself since, you know, this is technically him transformed. It's more meant to be given to other characters. That way, you know, they can wield him in battle, which I think is great. I'm very happy that they included his gun mode in this figure, which is really cool. That way I can give it to, you know, the Decepticons or even Prime himself. So that's really cool. I do wish, you know, the gun didn't look so incomplete. Like, it's cool that he comes with it, but there's no stock. Like, he's supposed to have a stock. He has the scope here and the silencer, but there's no stock. I can understand why they didn't include it, but, like, it would be so much easier, like, if they had it, like, as a separate piece that you put on the bottom of the hand. Like, that way, it just completes the look. I just wish it came with a stock as well. Now, let's take a closer look at Megatron. And I gotta say, this figure looks great. I absolutely love how this looks. There are some things that I don't like about the appearance, but those are just kind of minor nitpicks. My first thing is the head. I think it's a little too tall, like a little too long, but I can get over that. It still looks perfectly like Megatron. Like, every time I look at it, I can just imagine Frank Welker's voice coming out of the mouth. It's just awesome. I really do like it. The overall shape of the figure is perfect, I gotta say. I really do like how he looks, and he cleans up so nicely. Like, really, that's such a clean back. Like, look at that. You can't even tell he transforms. You can't even tell he transforms into a tank. The only way you can tell is by looking at the back legs here. You can obviously see the treads, but really, that is really cool. Like, again, he is just so clean. This is, like, the cleanest Megatron we've had. Like, comparing him to Siege over here, as you can tell, like, I mean, he did have a Cybertronian transformation or alt mode, so of course, like, you're gonna have, like, these, like, the hover tank treads here or whatever, but this is just so clean. I gotta say, I'm very impressed. Like, even cleaner than Prime himself. Like, look, they flattened the back on this for a leader class figure, but for Commander, like, look at that. It's so clean. I was just surprised at how clean this is. But yeah, this looks great. It doesn't even look like it transforms. I mean, of course it does, but it's just so impressive. I absolutely love all the paint detailing we're getting here. I like the red on the limbs here, on the sides here, and we get the, the, whatever these are, the lights. Another nitpick of mine is the logo. I don't know. This is more of the toy accurate logo, and every time I look at an animation, based Megatron, I always have that animation style look. It has a different look to it. It's a little wider, it's a little jankier, and I've always liked that look for the 86 movie, because that's how it looked like. And I don't know. I mean, it looks cool. I don't know if I'll change it. I don't know if I'll get a Toy Hack sticker to change that. But, I don't know. It's still cool looking, I do gotta admit. And another thing people had complained about were the thighs over here, of the colors. I think it looks good. Like, in some promotional images, it was definitely, more bluish in color. But here, it's very gray. It's definitely gray, but it also has a bluish tint to it, or hue. But overall, it's pretty good looking. This is just this is just a really good looking Megatron. Now let's take a closer look at his articulation. I took off the fusion cannon just for the sake of space. But starting off with the head, it is on a ball joint. It can look up that much, can look down that much. It can rotate all the way around. You do get some tilt. Shoulders move up that much, they move down, they rotate all the way around. He does have a butterfly joint that moves in forward, which is really cool. But I've seen people able to get his butterfly joints to look like, Megatronus is over here, which, they can pull out like this. But I'm pretty sure that's just for the transformation. Single jointed elbows that bend past 90. Also get a bicep swivel that's really tight. His wrists do rotate. And he does have articulated fingers, just like Prime. You can move the last 3 fingers in like so. It also has a hinge joint at the fingers at themselves, and he has one at the pointer finger as well. He has a waist swivel, and it's not ratcheted. There's this little tiny piece of plastic here. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be there, but it keeps making that clicking noise. I'm not really sure if it's supposed to be there because the other side doesn't have it, so I'm not sure what that is. The legs forward and back. You can flip the hip skirts up for him to get a high kick. And the cool thing, I should have mentioned this earlier, with the hip skirts, is that you can move them back for a cleaner look. So that's really cool, but I prefer them having them on the side. Thigh rotation. Single jointed knees. And an ankle that can move down a little bit. If you move it too much, it's going to untab the leg. But you can move it down a little bit. You can't really move it up. But he does have ankle pivot. Now to measure him out, he comes to around almost 8 inches tall to the top of the head, but if you want to measure to the top of the gun barrel, he's around 8¼ inches tall. Here he is next to the Megatron that I had on display. We had the Netflix Megatron from Siege, and this is a night and day difference. The new Studio Series 1 blows this Siege one out of the water. It just looks so much more cleaner. It's more animation accurate. Just overall, just really so much better. I absolutely love it. The Siege one was never bad, in my opinion. Everyone likes to talk bad about the Siege one, but it was never bad. It did its job, but it was in desperate need of an update, and it's finally here. And then here he is next to the Age of the Primes Megatronus Prime, and everyone was calling it, everyone was saying it, that Megatronus was a pre-tool for Studio Series Megatron, but that is the furthest from the truth. I knew it was going to be a whole new figure from the ground up. There are some similarities here and there, but it's very, very minor. Very, very minor. But yeah, both these figures are great. I can't tell which one's gonna be top figure of the year when it comes to Transformers. Both these are great figures. And then here he is, next to himself technically. Here he is next to the Studio Series 86 Galvatron. And both of these look really good, but I think it's time that we get an updated mold for Galvatron. And then here he is next to the Studio Series 86 Commander Class Optimus Prime. And oh my goodness, these two look so good together. Oh man. I didn't expect these guys to... Oh man, I didn't expect these guys to look so good. I mean, I did, but it's just blowing me away just seeing it in person. It's just... Whew, these two look great. This is the Megatron and Optimus that we've been needing in our collection for a long time. Earthrise and Siege did a great job for its time, and I still like the Siege versions. I really do. I like my Earthrise Optimus Prime, and I like my Siege Megatron. But boy, oh boy, these are just chef's kiss. This is perfect. And then here he is next to the Autobot shuttle crew. Now let's get him transformed into tank mode. Holy crap, 54 steps. That's gonna be fun. Here's Megatron in tank mode, and I have to say, this looks a lot better than I thought it would. Like, from the promo images, I really thought the tank mode looked really ugly, and of course it did. You know, he's never transformed into a tank in the movie, but I think it looks better than I thought it would. And there was a lot of things that I liked about the transformation. I mean, I didn't like how many steps there were, but I really like how the tank treads came to be. Like, it was really cool how they like hid away the parts, how it came to be. It was like very similar to the Studio Series Brawn. Here, let me grab them real quick. It was really similar to the Studio Series Brawn, where you would actually pull out the legs like this, and then you would wrap it around the figure like so, which was really interesting. I'm really glad that they did that, because I've always liked that about Brawn, so it was really cool how they did that. And you would open up little flaps to pull out the tips of the treads, which were really cool. The tank barrel, of course, is not the best looking, but what did you expect? It's the gun barrel and the fusion cannon, but you can rotate it like so. It's on a weird axis, but it gets the job done. You can lift up the arms a little bit. So that's really cool. Like, again, the tank mode isn't the best, but it was kind of interesting getting there. And to quickly measure out his tank mode, to the highest point's around 3 1/4 inches tall, and from the back to the tank barrel, he's around 7 1/2 inches long. And here's Megatron up on the rotating base, and I have to say, this is a great figure. I had some doubts with it. Like, I mean, of course, everyone has doubts with figures, even with ones that they're very excited for. But I had some doubts, but they were blown out of the water after I opened this figure up. Like, really, this is such a fun figure. And even the transformation was pretty fun. I gotta say, it was pretty fun, especially with the legs. I really like how they fold out to make the tank treads, and then they go around the body to make the the rest of the tank, which is really cool. I do like that a lot. But also, it's just a great figure overall. It cleans up so nicely. Like, I can't exaggerate how much this thing cleans up. Like, look at that back. There's no kibble whatsoever, except for behind the legs with the tank treads. But really, that is just it. It looks so clean. Like, I am so surprised that they made this guy so much cleaner than Optimus, who is a commander class. This is a leader class figure. Like, this is a masterpiece figure at a leader class price point, and I have the masterpiece figure. So, this is just so good. I really do like this figure a lot. And again, when people said that Megatron was going to be a pre-tool for this figure, they're so wrong. I mean, there are some cues that this figure takes from Megatronus, like from the arms. I was able to get the butterfly joint, like the extended butterfly joint out. It's just really hard to get it out there. Like, it's mainly for the transformation, but you can utilize it. But like the arm transformation is very similar to Megatronus. Again, the engineering on this guy is phenomenal. I really do like how he looks. He's just perfectly to scale next to the Studio Series Optimus. I can't wait to get like the updated versions of like the Seeker mold, Soundwave, and whoever else they're gonna put in the Studio Series 86 line. Like, I can't wait. Like, it's gonna be great. Oh man, this is such an awesome figure. I was able to get mine off of BBTS. I'm not sure if he's available anywhere else, because I know he's sold out on BBTS, but hopefully he comes back into stock there. You can also find him out in stores when he releases, and on Amazon, wherever you can get your Transformers figures. I highly recommend getting this guy, 100%. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. See you.